Okay, so this is an exhibition of my final degree show, and it's a time-based piece. So there's a series of paintings with wood, brass and glass, and initially the tar is melted whilst the paintings are on the floor, and then they're placed into these small little reservoirs where you can see the black squares. Now, over a period of time, this is a very long process because I let the tar go cold before I place them on the walls. Slowly they start to bulge out, so you can see here that they're slowly starting to gravitate towards the bottom. Now this is after 2 days, so as you can see, the tar has all but come out of those 2 squares and has gravitated towards the floor, and you can see at the bottom of some of these pieces a series of holes that have been filled in the inside of this piece, and then they just drip to the bottom. So yes, these are important pieces really for me, because they really enabled me to start considering using time-based work that, you know, had a lifespan. So it wasn't there forever, it was just there in the moment, and then it disappeared and finished. So that was a really good show for me, and I benefit a lot from this. So here you can see again the pools that have gone onto the floor, and then you've got close-ups. So what I like about this tar is it's so reflective. I mean, it's pitch black, but it really does reflect the whiteness of light. And here again you see how the drips kind of almost viennetta onto itself and then down onto the floor. Here's a piece that is in the process of dripping, so this, as you can see, this takes quite a long time. So that would have been up for a couple of hours before that fell, and then it never really stops dripping after that. So you have an endless spillage of tar that concertinas onto itself, and you'll see that later in part of this film, that it just sort of, the vinyl sort of overlays over itself, and then eventually sinks into the ground and dissipates. Well, not dissipates, but, you know, gathers. So again, here's another one. So we go a bit closer in now and have a bit more of an idea about what's happening. And then yes, it just, as I say, it lands on the floor, and then, as you will see, and you can see tar, this is lard here, that white surface, that's a big piece of lard that is meant to look like marble. And then again, a really sort of shiny surface of this, reflective surface. And as you can see again at the bottom, what I was talking about earlier, this kind of folding on itself, almost like syrup or treacle, which was really hypnotic. This, I found that people were really gravitated towards keeping an eye on what was happening here,